It's been a long time since I've done a Doctor Who video, but I think it's important to do videos when there's something to talk about. So welcome to Movies TV Mad, and I'm Mick, and I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. I'm very, very upset right now. The reaction to one rumour from Facebook, you know, it's a kind of leak. Who knows if it's true or not? And the leak was that David Tennant will be the 14th Doctor. Of course, it could be fake. It probably is fake. It could be true. Who knows? Listen, I have got a bit of insider knowledge about what RTD2 is going to be all about, and you are not ready. I can tell you the multiverse is a part of that. Different versions of these Doctor Who universes and characters, so it's not just a case of casting a 14th Doctor. I have warned you, my, WhoTube, subscribers who are not here for other pieces of entertainment like DC that I talk about. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad for, sanity instead of, getting triggered. So what I've noticed is huge Doctor Who social media people like YouTubers doing videos. The David Tennant rumours explained, it's all bullshit, it's not true. And every day I'm hearing things from different important elite social media people who love Doctor Who. So this started, I think, about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever. It came out on Facebook and a lot of people are very, very angry. So the rumour is that David Tennant is the 14th Doctor. Right, I'm smiling, I'm laughing, because it's improbable, isn't it? Now, where do I stand on this if this is true? Which it probably isn't, but who knows at the end of the day. I feel when you have hammered an IP to the ground, as Chris Chibnall has done, and at the end of his run, Stephen Moffat has done, and I have a lot of time for Stephen Moffat. I think he's got a great imagination, but he was fed up in the end. He lost his mojo when Matt left. That's the truth, and that's the facts, and the Doctor Who IP suffered for it. What Chibnall has done to the Doctor Who IP is absolutely repairable, and one way to repair it is to bring the most popular actor and version of the Doctor back as the new Doctor. Now, we know there are ways of doing this. We know there's a human meta-crisis Doctor, also played by David Tennant in Journey's End, in the final full season he ever made as the Doctor. So he could come back as that Doctor. But he may not be the 14th Doctor if these rumours are true. Maybe he's a multiversal version of the Doctor, and he's been out there travelling with Rose, and the TARDIS that he grew, that we didn't see him grow, but it started growing if you go and see the bonus features on season 4 of Doctor Who. And so it could be that, or it could be nothing. David Tennant and Matt Smith are rumoured to be coming back for one of the, not the Centennial special, but the 60th anniversary special next year in 2023. You would expect as many people who have played the Doctor and been on this show in this fantastical universe in the past will be reprising their roles. That makes sense. But what I am very upset about is the reaction. People saying they don't have any ideas if they're bringing David Tennant back. Well, if we're talking about someone who hasn't got any ideas, let's go to Chris Chibnall, a man who came up with a great idea, The Fugitive Doctor, and didn't expand on her. Doctor Who Flux could have been her season. The Doctor Who departure season in the Chibnall era, where we saw her adventures and we saw her story. No, instead, he took a woman of colour, brought her in as a version of the Doctor to say, look, we've got a black Doctor now, and did nothing to her. Now, for me personally, that's more racist than people saying, I don't want a woman of colour as the Doctor, because it's tokenism. You put her there, you stand her up, but you didn't give her an episode or a series to breathe. That's the outrage of this. This is typical Chibnall. That's about lacking ideas and not having guts, right? Jo Martin is a great actor. I've been watching Jo Martin for years, and from what little we've seen of her, and little is the word, she's an absolutely fantastic Doctor, and a better Doctor than Jodie Whittaker. No disrespect to Jodie. I like her as an artist and a person. She doesn't excite me as the Doctor. She's bland and uninteresting to me as the Doctor, but Jo is tough and a different take on the Doctor as well. A Doctor who's willing to carry weapons and things like that. Very fascinating. And that would be great, and that would be a great spin-off, and maybe RTD, part of this brand new era of his, she will be one of the spin-offs. I hope so. But she hasn't been given anywhere to breathe, and that's outrageous. So don't tell me bringing back David Tennant is outrageous when Chris Chibnall and the BBC have destroyed this IP, because they've done, he's had some good ideas, but he hasn't expanded on it. It's clear he's a big classic Who fan, and he tried to give it, season 11, kind of the original William Hartnell season 1 vibe. But he didn't do it in the right way. He just made it boring. He's not a good executionist. He's not a good showrunner. Simple as that. And it's a shame, because his ideas are there sometimes, but he doesn't expand on them. So I don't see why you're all getting triggered about David Tennant. I don't. David Tennant is the most fantastic actor. He is one of the most popular, best doctors we have ever had, under a showrunner and producer and writer who gave him that scope. And that's why he's such a great doctor, because of Russell T Davies. So I'm not going to be triggered if he's the 14th Doctor. But as I said on the top of the show, I don't feel it's just about the 14th Doctor being unveiled. There's something deeper and, unoriginal, not unoriginal, something original happening with what RTD is doing here. So I don't just think it's a case of unveiling a 14th Doctor. Something is happening here. Something different is happening. Piers Wenger told us this ages ago, that it's going to be different. And it is going to be different. And Twitter no longer runs Doctor Who. YouTube, Council of Geeks, and all those people don't run Doctor Who anymore. I'll tell you who runs Doctor Who now. Not the BBC, not WhoTube, and not Twitter. It's Bad Wolf Productions, Sony Television, and most importantly, Russell T Davies. These are the people who have represented Doctor Who in the best way. Russell T Davies, Phil Collinson, Julie Gardner. These people care about Doctor Who. And there's certain accusations about the past productions and things that happened to Christopher Eccleston. I wasn't there. I wasn't happy about the stuff I've heard. But at the end of the day, these are the people who gave us the best Doctor Who. And as a consumer, I can only, concern myself to the quality of the thing. So saying that there's no imagination because they're bringing David Tennant back, a lot of damage has been made to this IP, and a lot of people would be very excited by this. But I think that Russell T Davies is smarter than that, and I think Matt Smith is coming back probably for the anniversary special. I think Tennant's coming back for the anniversary special, but they could have their own universes and their own spin-off shows as the Doctor. There's even rumours of David Tennant and Kathy Tate doing a special together. That could continue from what happened at the end of Journey's End when her memory was erased, or it could be an off-screen adventure that we never saw. Listen, Russell T Davies is not a man with an ego. He will do what's right for Doctor Who. So I'm just astounded how triggered people are over the David Tennant rumours, and it's hilarious when we hear a woman being leaked and rumoured about the next Doctor. It's right on. This is amazing, man. Yeah, brilliant. You get you get Morgan Jeffries, is that his name, from Radio Times, having an orgasm and a boner about it, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But as soon as we mention David Tennant, a male, being rumoured to come back as the Doctor, everyone loses their shit, or should I say Twitter and WhoTube do. At the end of the day, I know some things, and if you're a Doctor Who fan, you should be excited, because this is going to be a celebration of what this character is and should be. This has been Movies TV Mad. I'm Mick, your host with the most. Please subscribe. Follow me for more Doctor Who videos, and of course I'm here every day with the DCEU Daily as well. So until then, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, however you say it, wherever you're from. I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.